I was standing on sandy, gritty clay by the banks of the river, looking down at my feet and realising I was wearing nothing, so my eyes led me to look at my clothing, and was amazed to realise I was wearing a suede loincloth. My skin colour was clay brown, like that of an Indian. I realised I was wearing animal skin, like that of a buffalo. The wearing skin made me feel free. It was so comfortable, it was as if I wasn't wearing anything. Looking out towards the river, here I saw my wife, who was wearing a suede, all-in-one shirt and skirt. She was wearing multicoloured beads. She had her hair tied with beautiful coloured bands on either side of her head, like two pigtails. She was bent down, washing her clothes. I ran down towards her and picked her up and carried her to the tepee. I thought this might be the last time I would see her, so I told her how I loved her. She smiled, then we hugged each other. She had a tear in her eye. My heart pounded. I felt butterflies in my stomach, as I knew the time for battle was approaching. The white men were on their way. They had already massacred many other tribes. The tribes that were left were getting together to do or die. My father, Silverwind, was waiting for me at the tepee. When I saw him, I knew I would be okay. I would survive the battle. He gave me the eternal strength I needed to have no fear. My father prepared me for war. He gave me the headdress he used to wear. He had seen many fierce battles. It was beautiful. It had eagle feathers and a huge array of colours. Its beauty was mesmerising to the Indian, but ugly to the white man. Wearing it made me feel ready to lead my tribe into battle. My father had the strength to hug me and lift me off the ground. I was 22. I had unlimited respect for my father. While I was in the tepee, I could hear the warriors outside. They celebrated as they go into battle, almost like a carnival. Spirits were high. I felt the urgency to join them. I walked outside as my people had gathered around me. As I mounted my horse, they raised hands and let out a war cry. I felt an adrenaline rush as we galloped towards the battle plains. I felt surrounded by magic, through strength, unity and power. Looking back at the homeland I was protecting, many tribes had gathered. Across the plain, I saw an army of white men. The tribes from across the plains are talking about my father, Silverwind. This unites us even further. I felt proud for my father. We line up ready to charge. All the tribes take our lead. We are overpowered by the army, but our strength is in our spirit, which overwhelms and overpowers them. The white men are frightened. I led like an eternal warrior, untouchable. I raised my gun to the tribe and cast it away. Both the tribe and the white men seen this. We charged towards them, headstrong, and proceeded to annihilate them. The golden plains turned to a sea of red blood. Anger turned to jubilation. The scalps were ours. Each tribesman collected the scalp of their kill. Some stored them in their loincloth. I wore mine like a trophy on my chest. My greatest win was the general's jacket, which I wore akin to his scalp. This victory indicated the end of the battle and the start of celebrations for the unity and protection of our homeland. There has never been a time when the native North Americans have been so together. Away from the battle we dismounted, drank and danced and sang. However, we knew this was the start of something much bigger. Now the tribes are united, we will endeavour to reclaim our land. From that battle onwards I was named Fearless. The chief of all tribes said their farewells, and we all set off in different directions. Arriving at camp, the women and the children formed lines, leading us to Silverwind. We are home. Silverwind smiles with stars in his eyes. He says, "You are definitely my son." I get to my tepee, where the energy comes from I do not know. I see my beautiful wife. We don't need to say a word. Our bodies talk through love.